Hi, this is EH Dunn. I'm here to ask, maybe for the last time, a question. Can I elope for 10 days as a burglar? It's cold here, and it's early, and I've got my coffee, and I am ready to go. Let's load in to Burglope, 8 days, 22 hours. I'm going to try to, one way or another, get to the end of this today. In this part. We'll see if I can succeed at that. As always, make sure we're not muted. We're not, which is good. Okay, fuel-wise, I think I'm pretty good shape. Match-wise, we're in fantastic shape. We actually don't have any sticks. We need to pick up some sticks. How are we on rocks? I think pretty low. Or possibly, okay, we have 3. We have 3. We have a whole bunch of torches, several flares. Clothing, as I recall, is in good shape. Got the aviator cap, which is fun. Okay, so I feel like that's pretty good. We have checked all 3 of these fishing cabins, and I think my intention was to... I don't know that I was thinking a lot past finishing the part last time. So I think what I'd like to do is it is headed towards evening. Trappers wouldn't be a bad place to finish this day out. So plan A will be trappers. Plan B will be one of the other fishing houses, or that little cabin that's a little farther down. I think I also was thinking about the rope climb. The rope climb is interesting because it will use up a lot of stamina, and it is getting later, which would allow us to sleep more in sync with daylight. There's also the overlook, which is an option. So I guess we'll walk outside the door to see what the weather is, and then make choices. Okay, weather is quite kind, which makes me want to make a long journey. I'm going to grab these rocks. Go. And yeah, so I'm going to forego the rest of this. I can see some wolves on the ice there. We could survive a wolf struggle right now. We would survive, unless it was a really, really aggressive wolf. Like a health wolf, one that takes... I've never heard if this theory is specifically confirmed, but my own, visual evidence says that it is. That some wolves, at least on Interloper, some wolves target specifically. Like there are health wolves that take a lot more health than normal. There are clothing wolves that really damage your clothing. I've heard that theory. Accurate? Not accurate? Don't know. Let me know what you think. So it might be a little ballsy and even stupid to not light this torch because I have plenty of matches. The goal here, don't die. Look at that fog roll in. That is impressive. I don't necessarily even think I need this, these cattails, but I'm grabbing them anyway. Now my first thought here, my first instinct was, well, okay, the fog's rolling in. Let's just, let's just go into Camp HQ and we'll just ride out the, the visibility there. Yeah, that's not an option. Must go somewhere. We are very overburdened. I am noticing that. We are quite slow. Right now, I think if I tried to walk a wolf, I would probably it would catch up to me. So, here's what I'm thinking. While I can't go in Trapper, or excuse me, Camp HQ, I can't hang out in front of it. No rule that says I can't do that. I might hang out in front of Camp HQ and eat. Another option would be the fire tower. Now, we did finally find a bedroll. I'm remembering that now. So, that is very good news. I have muscle memory built around, I think I've missed my turn or screwed this up somehow. I think I walked by Camp HQ. Maybe not. There's a bunch of sticks and logs and stuff there, so now I don't think that's true. Screw this up. Don't screw this up, Dawn. You're so close. Don't screw this up. The pressure is real. This is what I was looking for. Okay, this is where Camp HQ is. The pressure is real. So, yeah, another reminder just for folks who may have, I don't know why part 10 would be the first one you're watching, but I do feel like I almost need to have like a disclaimer. I use a lot of wrong names for stuff. Part of it is just habit from when I was playing myself before really going online with people and seeing Twitch and watching YouTubes and just kind of, I just had my own names for stuff. Because I don't really pay attention to the name that they put on the screen. And some of those names stuck. You'll find that I have less silly names or less incorrect names. I know you're hungry, but I need some sticks, man. For some of the later maps, a lot of my wrong names have to do with the maps that I knew kind of before doing a lot on YouTube or Twitch, which would be Mystery Lake, Mountain Town, Coastal, and the Muskeg. And after that, I think they start to get more correct. Alright, let me eat quick here. I'm just gonna, I think, make a tour, or make a fire. So, like, the original one is Camp HQ. Like, I know Camp HQ is Camp Office now. But I always called it Camp HQ in my head, and I never really noticed that what was on screen didn't say that. There. Trappers. I've always called trappers trappers. I guess I got that one. What can we cook? All kinds of goodies. How about some tomato soup? That sounds really good. Still no, can opener. Do I want to cook anything else? I don't know. Maybe the pork and beans? How are we on teas? We have plenty of tea. Yeah, just do the pork and beans. They're heavy. There we go. Pick that up. Kind of wanted better torches than this. Alright. Now, the one thing that I don't always factor into my plans is the potential for a Aurora. I often kind of plan around like, okay, what happens if there's a blizzard? But I don't always think about what happens if there's an Aurora. I don't travel a lot at night, but I do travel a lot at dusk. I don't know how late it has to be for the Aurora to show up. This is one thing I love about this game, or at least for me. For me, is that I can have this much time into it, and there's still things I don't know. And in a lot of cases, it isn't that I haven't been exposed to this information. I just haven't, you know, recorded it. I love the sound that you make when you walk on the rail. And that sound changes if you put crampons on, which I also think is really cool. I call this the You're Dead song. I do like it quite a bit. Alright, let's grab this. Should be pretty close to the muskeg. So I gave a thought to going to the boxcar in the muskeg, which I believe most people call poachers. And sleeping there instead because I was a little worried still about this fog. But the fog is clearing up, and wow, fog is seriously clearing up. It's not warm. That is the one of the challenges of Muskeg, which is a map I really like. I think Muskeg is an excellent map. Is lack of warm shelter. There's the bunker. There is the bleak cave, and then I believe there is the cave that goes up to the birch forest, and there is one other cave on the same side as the bleak cave. That cave though is not a transition cave, so it may not be warm. But those are all on the margins. They're all, they're all on the edges of the map. There's nothing in the center. Both boxcars and what I call Spenglers are not warm. You have to make them warm.
It's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Is that a ptarmigan? No, because I'd hear it already if it was. It's a stick. Oh. I can't say no to birch bark. And there are maps, like Blackrock, I don't have a strong knowledge of. HRV I've worked on some, but there's definitely some growth opportunity there. Ash Canyon, I know very well to get to the backpack. I know how to get to the backpack, and I know how to get to the cabin and Boris and like that. But there's another part to Ash Canyon that I don't know. And that's the part that I think has the birch bark that, as far as I know, still glitches into being huge. Like ridiculously huge. I'm starting to grab resources like that sapling, because, hey, what if we go past 10? What if we decide to continue this as I've been discussing? What if we have, can I keep loping as a burglar and see how far this can go? There's a little old king. Like that. A little walk here.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, I know, well. Oh, double old king. Usually there's only one call on this route. Or I'm not very observant. Just Vesper Druid. Oh, triple? What? Triple, and there are 3 people from my Twitch stream. Nocturnal Druid, Northern Lights, and Goofy Cur. And the 3 of them are the Old King fan club, and they love Old King. Now, keep an eye out for the bear. I hear something. I'm gonna take the high road here. Right now, bear mauling wouldn't be the end, but it wouldn't be good, and it could destroy some clothes that we really like. That's something that I've been trying to do more of as I play lately, is kind of evaluating the impact of events. You know, would a wolf struggle kill me right now? Probably not. If I got moose stomped, what would that do in terms of being unable to climb ropes? If I got a bear mauling, what would the impact of that be? I find that most of the time the bear does not kill you. You have to be pretty low condition to die from the bear maul. The bear sets you up to die. The bear sets you up for a wolf to kill you, or the cold to kill you. Screws up your clothes, does a whole bunch of damage, and just puts you on the back foot. You know, gives you problems you got to solve before you can get back to work. Yes, I know. You're fascinated by this this insightful analysis, Will. All right, let's break into Trappers. We'll spend the night here. Here we go. Drop. Rocks are down. What do you got for me, Trappers? Terrible torch. Do we have I thought we had a lantern. Now let's just use the lantern. Something tells me I'm going to find lantern fuel here to refill the lantern. It just feels like that kind of day.
This'll come in handy.
It feels like a day when I'm just going to find everything I need. Day when everything's going to come up, Will. Hey. Hey. Again, we're playing for the long game now. So, speaking of playing for the long game. Cheeky mag lens. There's the can opener. And the can. And my Sprite. You're gonna make a liar out of me with the lamp oil, though, aren't you? That's all right. I forgive you for after giving me the mag lens. Mag lens and matches. Now, here's an interesting side note to this challenge. Where can you cure? Can you cure anything in this challenge? I think we'd almost have to modify the rules to allow it. Let me know what you think. I'm wondering if you could use a transition cave to cure, and you'd be allowed to go back into the cave to pick stuff up. That's my first instinct, because otherwise you can't. Like, I can't think of a location that we wouldn't consider you need to break into. Okay, Williams, excuse me, I'm talking here. I can't think of a location that you would need to break into that you could cure things in. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear what you have to say. There's a YouTube channel I watch called Company Man. He does 10 to 12 minute breakdowns on various companies. and like mostly companies that are failing or have failed, and he kind of breaks down their financials and like why they failed. And I don't know jack about financials, but it's really interesting, and he always closes his videos with, "I'd like to hear what you have to say." YouTube has kind of become my TV. I watch more YouTube than I do like regular shows, or anytime a YouTuber that I really like to follow, like Zach, or Quill18, or Potato McWhiskey, they both do really good strategy stuff. Kirk Steven with his fantastic long dark stuff. Hadrian, or there's like Scary Interesting. I follow that. I follow like I said, Company Man. Like there's a bunch of just kind of like short film YouTubes that I just really like to watch. All right. We are. I said on the last part I was going to try to keep my commentary more game specific, and I failed. But at least I'm not venting about books or something. Let's see. 8 hours. I'd like to push that a little farther. I'm sure we can make some birch bark. Yeah. Love the birch bark. Love the Bravo. I wonder what it tastes like. I have birch bark, plenty of birch bark around my house. I'm fortunate enough to live, near a lot of woods. I could get some. Let you try it out. Probably look up what's the preparation strategy. All right, 9 hours. Do we feel like that's good? I'm so psyched about the mag lens. That's so awesome. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's go 9. Let's get a big drink. And give us the big 9. As we head into the final 24 hours. Now, I could just, I could stay here. I could stay here and, like, break down clothes and crap, or break down, like, furniture and stuff. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I need to find food.
We're gonna win or lose on the field. I just got to figure out where do I want to go. And again, assuming I was going to keep going, where would I go? I do have a hammer. I do have a lot of coal. I believe I have a hacksaw. That's all forge-tacular. We can refuel this a little bit. So, I think I probably would head Muskeg if this was a real run. Having said that, I mean, at least you get a knife and a hatchet. I could craft some arrowheads even though I can't, I don't have anything cured. So, I think that's probably where I would go. If I was missing something, I would go to Milton. I feel like Milton is the general store. If there's a resource you don't have, if there's something you're trying to find, Milton probably has it. Eat this too. But I don't know that we're missing anything. Dropped a can. 41 pounds, though, man. We gotta drop some weight. We're carrying a ton of coal. Yeah, a lot of coal. A lot of sticks. The hammer. A lot of cloth. Lantern. We got everything. We got a whole freaking hardware store. We got Ace Hardware here that we're walking around with. A flare gun with no flare shells. How much? I want to eat as many cans as I can. Eat this. Try to wait this storm out. I would say drop this book. And okay, we don't need 17 sticks when we have 12 coal. So instead, you can harvest a stick into tinder. I did not know that. I did not know that was considered harvesting. Let's go down to like all but 3. Okay, that got us to 38. I'm not dropping any rocks. I'm not dropping cattails. That would be ridiculous. I could conceivably drop the flour. I don't know how. But you know what? If I'm going to drop stuff like that, I should drop it outside. It's going to lose condition really fast outside. But I wonder if it still works at 0 condition if you've got cooking 5. Kind of bet it does. Alright, I guess while we're waiting we can repair. Okay, that's at 100. I love repairing clothes. I don't know why. There's something satisfying about it to me. It just feels like a really good use of your time. 82, 91. Oh, we didn't do the safe. Check the safe. Somewhere in the low 30s. 33. Somewhere in the high 30s. 3. One of the fun things we do on Twitch while we're waiting for the lock to be opened is people guessing what's in there. And a streamer friend, good friend of mine, Very Tiny Verb, always guesses beans and jeans. To the point where she has an emote for it. So what was in there? Gunpowder.
This stuff
And
will
a
come in handy.
Mackinac. Ooh, hang on. You had my interest, now you have my attention. Repair that Mackinac. Look at that. Will looks fantastic. I'm inclined to just drop this. Yeah. It's so heavy. Alright. I think this is it. Take a drink. We're gonna head to the muskeg. I think. Yeah. I'm sticking with my plan. We're heading to the muskeg. Ever since the DLC came out, there's never a carcass over there. There always used to be, and I still always look for it. Like, I think it was in the little shelter there. Torch up. We only have 4 torches left. That I'm not happy about. But it is what it is. Stop and make more. No bear, no bear, no bear, no bear. Good. Here we are on day 9. Can I lope 10 days as a burglar? I don't know. But I can lope 9. Check out Max. My younger son's dog is named Max. Max is a great dog name. Max is a golden shepherd and is such a just absolute typical example of the breed. Ridiculously happy, so excited to meet and see everyone. I wish, everybody's life was as great as Golden's lives are, because everything is the best thing. They're always having the best day ever. They're just so excited to see you. They're so great. He's very, very funny. And he took to us pretty much immediately. And I remember reading. I'm sorry, this is off topic, but we're just walking at the musking. I remember reading that dogs often will be very comfortable around family members of their owners because the scent is similar. And I was fascinated by that. Really, that's interesting. That there's like a family scent. That could be, I read it on the internet. I don't know if it's true. You don't know. So, as at the time of recording, it is Saturday, November 11th. This gives you an idea of, where I'm at, recording time frame versus air time frame. I've been trying to put out one of these a day, and I've been putting out one of these a day most days for about 3 weeks now. And the impact on the channel has been extraordinary. Extraordinary. My videos used to get 15, 20 views, 25 views. Every now and then one might get, 50. I'd have a short or something that might, do well, like a couple hundred views. But for the most part, most of these are getting a couple hundred views. And, I've got about, I'd say 60 new subscribers over the past couple weeks. And I just want you guys to know, particularly, you're here watching part 10 of my 3rd Straight to YouTube series. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. This has been, all of us are struggling with things. And to have something that you're trying to do go well is just such a morale boost. It's so, to try something and have it work is so great. To have other people enjoy it is just so great. So, I'm a pretty appreciative person. I'm pretty grateful for what I have in life, and I'm grateful to all of you. So thank you very, very much. All right, I'll stop. Can't help it though. That's part of the done deal. Is that as well? It's a done deal. I've never said that before. I like that. It's a done deal. That'd be like a good catchphrase for, really cheesy, corny. Well, I guess we made this one a done deal. No. Actually, it's terrible. Let's stop. All right, next stop is the boxcar. Definitely breaking into the boxcar because it is a safe place to go. First moose I ever killed over here. I killed it. This, I think, is going to time out perfectly so that we use the boxcar barrel to make more torches. I killed it on the day I passed a PB. I had a Loper PB of, I think, 42 or 43 days. And on the day I was going to pass it, I got my first, that was my first Loper moose. I think maybe I got a moose on Voyager once. I remember the first time I crafted the bow, and then I got so excited that I crafted the bow, and then I died like immediately. And then the second time I crafted the bow, I finally killed a deer. You know, and it's so funny because, like, you know, now, you know, I kill deer. It's, you know, I miss a lot, but I hit them and I kill them. But the first one, man, you remember exactly where it was. It was in Mystery Lake. I could take you right to the spot. It was awesome. I still use that shot in my intro movie when I do Long Dark streams because I don't want to forget that first bow kill. First bear was also Mystery Lake. First bear was kind of cheap. I was at a fire. He came walking up, reared up, and then just kind of stood there at the fire like they do. I don't have another torch. Oh well, life goes on. I shot him and then just waited for him to bleed out. Now this bear is a glitchy SOB. I don't like messing with this bear because this bear crazy. This is one of the ones that will start flipping around and spinning around you, and he's just nuts. All right, we are here. We are going to break in. Grab this old king. Wow. What is with all the coal? Seriously. Did they feel like people were struggling to forge? Because, man, they are just throwing coal at me. I don't need that light shell except for cloth. Antibiotics, how are we? You never know. Doesn't wail. Aha. Oh, no, that's the memento. Thought it was a recipe. I don't really know where any of the recipes are, and I need to know. And soon you will know why. Maglens, no. 85% chance, sure. Tinder does not affect this, so sure, it'll be fine.
Come on. Come
Now,
on.
I do have a thought, actually, on the curing situation. Thanks for proving me wrong there, Will. I appreciate that. Yeah, sure.
I did it.
I will test this. But I feel like you could cure stuff right at the border of things. Like if we drop this sapling, right? Does it cure in here? No, it does not. Okay. No, and it's not going to cure towards the front of caves either. So, no, that's not an option. It only cures in the back of caves. Oh, are you serious with this weather? We may end up in Broken Railroad instead. I love the muskeg, but I'm not going across the ice in a blizzard. Time of day, it's about noon. Yeah, we should heat up some teas. Say. Yep, be the Burbank. And, yeah. I don't like the, I mean, I probably could find my way there, but, I don't want to try. I'd rather, you can't get lost on the tracks. And so what does Broken Railroad offer us in terms of things we can break into? There is the workshop. I honestly 100% do not know what that's called. It's the workshop. The cabin. There's a cave. There's the bear cave. There's the hunter's blind. There is the cave up by the cabin. That'd be it. I'm not coming up with anything else in my head. If there's a bunker, I don't know about it. I love this track. This music track is my favorite. This music track is the Long Dark to me. Alright, we also wanted to pull torches, so let's do that. The updates information came out last night, so soon we will see the correct handwear and not just handwear, which we expected, but also jacket, whatever jacket you're wearing. I will see the Mackinaw when he does this. That's exciting. Now, something I had not considered in this moment is the bear. And I think I hear him. I don't think I want to leave with him there. Now, I can't run up that tree. You can run up the tree on the other side. Try to peek through this crack here. Yeah, I see him. I saw him through the crack. Can you see him through the crack? That's really cool. He's back there. You can see him just walk through right there. That's very cool. I've never used the crack in the door to peek out. This is cool. You would never need to do this, except in burglar mode. Okay, wind is picking up. So he's in our way. Yeah. See, now, under normal rules circumstances right now, I would probably head back. I would head back into Mystery Lake, and I would hang out in Trappers or Camp HQ until this is over. That's not really an option. Once I walk out of this thing, I gotta go somewhere. I'm maybe inclined, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another hour into this. I'm gonna sleep an hour. Give the bear more time to get out of here. I need a plan, though. If I run into him, I need a plan. I don't know what my plan would be. I guess get to that tree. Get to the tree and run to the top of the boxcars. 9 days, 20 hours. Okay, I can see where he is. And I don't know that I can get by him. You know what? I'm not hiding in here anymore. Give me this. We're gonna walk out the door, we're gonna figure it out. Give me this. Give me this. We're gonna figure it out. We're out. Okay, he changed direction. Much obliged. So I'm going to attempt to get to... I wouldn't pass that up, so I'm not going to. I'm going to attempt to get to Broken Railroad. Now, of course, we're walking directly into the wind because Long Dark. And the Long Dark hates you. We were having a discussion on stream recently about the what's more dangerous, the wind, or excuse me, the cold or the wolves? And I feel like the most dangerous thing in the Long Dark is the wind. I think it's more dangerous than any of the animals. I think it's the biggest threat because it's the hardest to predict. You can kind of get an idea of, you know what maps are extra cold. You can, see the weather and kind of get an idea of when a blizzard is coming. But the wind can show up even on a clear, bright day. The wind can show up and prevent you from using a torch. It can blow out your fire. It can screw up your cooking. It can make it so that you can't move quickly. Look at how slow we're walking. Now we are also ridiculously heavy. Because I'm, like I said, carrying Ace Hardware around with me. Look at how slow this is. This is stupid. We can't actually sprint. I'm debating dropping some weight. What would I drop at this point? I love the firewood, but maybe I just don't want to get surprised here. Maybe we drop... Wait, go up here. I don't know. I don't know what's in here that I would drop, honestly, other than like things like this. Like the oil. I guess I'll drop 3 coal because there's going to be, I'll drop 5 coal because there's going to be more coal in, that did basically nothing. We'll see that on our way back. Now. There's going to be more coal in Broken Railroad. I'm not going to pick up any cattails. We don't need them right now. Better to leave them for the return trip. Again, I'm trying to play as if I'm continuing this run. So, long term, how does this play out? Assuming we have a solution for the curing problem, which I think is going to have to be transition caves, because I can't think of a way to cure things out in the open. What do outer lopers do? Outer lopers can still use caves. We could alternatively say that the back of caves can be used to cure things only. We could say that there's only 1 cave per map that you can use, or only 1 cave per game that you could use. 1 safe location, a safe house. That maybe after day 10 you're allowed a single safe house where you can cure, but you cannot sleep, and you cannot keep anything else there, and it cannot be a building. It's got to be a cave. That might be good. Let me know what you guys think. I saw a wolf over here. My goodness. This is taking forever. Why is the wind always in your face? It's amazing. The wind never shifts when I'm doing this. It only shifts when I have a fire. That other tea, I'm sure, is cold by now. Yes. But we're actually warm, thanks to Mackinac power. I just want to get out of this area. I feel vulnerable here. Once we get into Broken Railroad, I feel safe until we approach the workshop. Like, once you get over the avalanche, then I start to worry again. But between the entrance to Broken Railroad / Muskeg and the avalanche, I don't think there's anything. Until they change things. You know that's coming. So I was talking about the update came out, or the info on the update came out last night. We went through the patch notes, or the dev diary, excuse me. And lots of interesting stuff. I think the new map, I'm very excited about the new map, but I have the same concerns with it that I have with Forsaken Airfield. I love Forsaken Airfield. I think Forsaken Airfield is a fantastically designed map, and not everybody likes it, and that's fine. I don't like the Glimmer Fog. I think the Glimmer Fog is just annoying. It lasts too long. But in general, I like the map. It has interesting challenges to it. What I don't like, or what I'm concerned about, or my issue with Forsaken Airfield, is there's no reason to go there other than if you're doing Signal Void. It's not easy to get to. It is a long slog. It is not on the way to anything. And unless you're doing Signal Void, yes, you can forge at Forsaken Airfield, but you can there are easier to reach forges. The only reason to go to Forsaken Airfield is to go to Forsaken Airfield, to give yourself that challenge. But like, even if you don't want to challenge yourself with Ash Canyon, you'll go there to get the backpack. Even if you don't like Timberwolf Mountain, you'll go there to summit. There's no version of that in Forsaken Airfield, at least not yet, in my opinion. And I'm worried that this new zone is the same thing. It's got a lot of really hard challenges, but once we've all gone there and had fun with it and experienced those new challenges, what's the reason to risk your long run to get there? Now, they did say that there's some sort of building or something in the center of this, and so that's exciting. Like, if that gives you something that you need, that's, gonna really, like, Travois plans or something. You can't make a Travois until you go there and get the diagrams or whatever. Well, okay, well, that's interesting. I'm excited for the Travois itself. I think that's great. That's going to be fun. I'm excited for the new animations. I don't know that I need... and this is personal taste here. I don't know... The thing that I'm worried about with the animations is I don't want them to take too long. As long as they take the same amount of time as currently harvesting does, then I'm fine with it. If they make these actions actually take longer, I worry that we're going to tire of seeing them. Kind of like the Red Dead Redemption 2 is what came to my mind immediately. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how they work. The new map sounds great. The the idea of the toxic wolves and stuff, that all sounds super cool. Very fun. I like that the poison from the wolves, I think, only comes if they bite you. That's interesting. I like that they're adding a poison mechanic. Scurvy, I think, of everything in that new thing, Scurvy is the one that raised my interest the most. Because it's something I've thought about a lot, about the fact that, in reality, this very non-varied diet that you sometimes end up in, where you're just eating meat all the time and nothing else, could be a problem. In real life, I think it would be a problem. I'm no nutritionist, but... So, I believe the way scurvy is going to work is you will develop it. You'll have a risk, and then you'll develop it if you don't get some vitamin C in your diet. And I think they're going to add vitamin C to things that it would make sense would have it, like peaches and probably rose hips and stuff. So my worry there is... vitamin C needs to be acquirable from a renewable resource. It needs to be something that you can keep finding. And if it isn't, then it's going to put a cap on how long runs can go. And I'm of the opinion that, if you can live forever, you should live forever. Like, if that's the way you wanted to play the game is set up for that currently. I don't want to see this, cause like 1,000-day Loper runs to be, not an option. I always screw this up. Now, my own Loper runs have never gone past 200, so this is more of an academic concern for me, but in general, from a community perspective, I know that there's a portion of the community that wants to be able to live forever if they can. And I don't want scurvy to put a cap on that. What I predict is if it does put a cap on it, there will be a large vocal complaint about it, as there was for Signal Void not being on Interloper, and then they will add it in some way. They'll either dial scurvy back so that you don't need as much vitamin C to make it work, to survive it, or they will add... it'll be as part of beachcombing. You probably will already be able to find this stuff. And I don't know, can you get, like, peaches and rose hips and beachcombing? Or maybe rose hips will suddenly become renewable. Or wild rose hips or something like that. I see that wolf. All right, let's get back on task here. We're close to the end. Let's not blow it now. Don't surprise him. Let's just let him do his wolf things. We'll do our will things. Okay, we are past him. I think we are on the home stretch. I'm almost certainly going to need this flare or a torch. Do we have any torches? We should. Yeah. I'm lighting it now. Tension is going up. This is not where I thought I'd end. Broken Railroad. All right, be careful. I also like Transfer Pass. I think Transfer Pass is a cool map. The whole run to Forsaken Airfield is very unique and interesting. It's something you have to plan for. It's harrowing. That last sequence from Transfer Pass until you get to the hangar is so long and so hard. Now I should get Borked here. Ptarmigans, I hear you. Last couple times I've done this approach, though, I don't think there's been anybody here. Now, I have had other runs end right here in Broken Railroad. Some of you have seen. We are not going to get anybody borking us here. We're going to walk right up to the door. Drop our rocks. Open the door. We have arrived. And since I want to play this as if I'm going to continue this run, assuming I don't find a way to die, I'm not sure I'm going to leave this building, because I think we would forge here. The one thing that might hold us back from forging is food. Let's see what we get here. The blue box of happiness. I think these might be guaranteed. I feel like I find those every time I come here. I don't think there's any guaranteed matches in the musket, though. There's a guaranteed flare. It's like out on an island or something. I don't know where it is.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yes, Will. I heard you. Alright, well, we're setting you up for bedtime here. Not a lot of food. I'd have to break into the truck. Truck probably doesn't have anything. Probably some toilet water. Make sure we grab that. Another pry bar. Now, someone said that the toilet water, you're not taking it from the bowl, you're taking it from the tank. What tank? There's no tank. Also, I'm pretty sure most of these locations are using wells rather than like a water system, like a public water system. And if you've ever had a well, which I do, and you don't have a water softener, the inside of that tank is horrifying. So I worry about the safety of this this water that they're pulling out of toilets. I see you, Chips. I think I've found a in here once. You know, I said there'd be coal here. There's not a lot. Hey, there's some dog food. Book. I've been getting into books lately. I didn't used to really read the books at all, but lately I've been finding that a good use of time. Okay, there's a little bit more coal there. I already checked that. I'm not gonna lose my well fed. I'm watching it. Okay, I feel like we'd have to break in to go there. That's leaving the building, so we're not gonna go there until we're done here. Okay, dog food is in good condition.
Thirsty.
I'm just gonna let that torch go out. I never noticed this phone before. Phone with this like red stripe on it. Must be a important phone to reach somewhere. Yeah, let's do the crackers. Don't know how much. Oh no, I just got toilet water, so I have plenty of water. All right. I am going to. Let's see. Let's play it out as, you know, as legit as possible. What would I do with this time? I would repair clothes. I would harvest maybe cloth if I needed any. 90, 81, 81 is not good. Might be able to sneak this in. Alright, here's the bed. Give me another drink, please. Give me the 9 hours. Show me the total. I'm excited. It did show me the total. Wait, I think it does after a second. No. It did not. There it is. 10 days.
Anything right now.
10 days. We have made it. The question that I asked myself 10 parts ago, can I lope 10 days as a burglar? The answer was yes. Yes, I could. We started in Timberwolf Mountain. We then went to Pleasant Valley. We spent, let's see, 3 days in Pleasant Valley. Went over to Coastal. From Coastal, we went Crumbling Highway, Desolation Point, back to Coastal, over to Mystery Lake, and then Mystery Lake to Forlorn Muskeg, which the only thing we did in Forlorn Muskeg is the boxcar. So all of Forlorn Muskeg is still available other than that. And now we are here in Broken Railroad. And what do we do on skills? We didn't really advance much skills really at all. Mending, we almost got to mending too. That's kind of funny that that's the one we worked on the most. We are conceivably set up pretty well to forge. How much scrap do we have? Okay, well, we need to hacksaw some stuff, but there's plenty of metal here. But that is if we decide to continue this, but that is a question for another time, as we have done it. Guys, we did it. We loped 10 days as a burglar. Thank you so very, very much for your support of this series, your support of the channel. All of it is just fantastic. You guys are wonderful. If you could do the YouTube things, like, comment, subscribe, those all really help me. I will be back tomorrow with a brand new challenge. So I'm very excited about the one that we have coming up. It's very thematically correct for the holidays. So we'll have fun with that one. Thank you for all your support. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.